The Score is the place for local spring high school sports, and we've got some for you right now. Brought to you by Central Maine Community College. More than just a community college, over 40 academic degrees and certificates, and one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Just go to cmcc.edu. Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees, where cars and trucks cost you less. Online at cmautogroup.com. By Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner, hammondlumber.com. Midstate Machine. Looking for a career? Check out the Machinist Development Program at midstateusa.com. Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Sales and service by a family that cares. Somerset Stone and Stove, offering quality gas, pellet, and wood stoves and hardscape products. 201 Tire, Battery, and Service, your tire and battery experts on the Augusta-Vassalboro line. SBS Carbon Copy in Waterville, where printing's personal, not puzzling. PJ Diggs, the excavation pros. If it's dirt, they do it. Renewal by Anderson, award-winning replacement windows and doors. Schedule your free consultation today. Assistance Plus, providing home care, behavioral health, and developmental services. Together, we can make a difference. Maine Preventative Maintenance, your complete heating, cooling, and plumbing contractor. The Harry J. Smith Company, 13 Sanger Avenue, Waterville, serving the Central Maine community for over 100 years. JDH3 Design at jdh3designs.com, where they can print on just about anything. Valley Beverage, delivering great beverages every day. Dixon's Country Market in Benton, with 24-hour diesel service and the best takeout food around. And by Casella Waste, for your residential and commercial trash pickup. Now, let's go live to Mike Violet and A.J. Knight.
That's us. Good morning. Welcome to our home away from home, Fuller Field in Augusta, where this morning on The Score, we bring you more lacrosse. It's girls lacrosse this morning as the Cony Rams take on the Winslow Lawrence combo team. Mike Violet here with A.J. Knight. It's Ladies' Day on the crew today because we've got Kaylin Lakey on camera. We've got Ashley Dunn doing our computer and graphics, and we've got two teams here in Cony and Lawrence/Winslow that right now in the playoff picture are on the outside looking in. Cony is 6-4, number 9 in the latest deal points, and Winslow Lawrence is number 14 right now with a record of 3-7. So two teams really in need of a victory.
Yeah, for Winslow Lawrence, they've got 2 wins, the Hamden combo team and MCI Nokomis. But since against everybody else in those other 7 losses, unfortunately, have really struggled to score and to stop other teams from scoring, which is not a good combination. They've in every loss except one, they've scored 3 less goals, and then all but one team against them has scored at least 8, which makes for a goal differential, which they have 4.6 scored per game, nearly 12 given up. So they need to find possession, I would think, would try and help alleviate both of those issues.
Cody brings back some real stars up front. Macy Freeman, the lone senior for the Rams, who had 31 goals last year. I don't have her numbers from this year, but she is an ace. We have seen her no matter what the sport, AJ, whether it's field hockey, whether it's basketball now lacrosse. She is an absolute ace up front. And guess what? Abby Morrill is too. Morrill had 36 goals last year, so plenty of firepower up front for the Cony Rams.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what the offensive attack looks like for Cony. As you alluded to, the field hockey team was a region finalist, and one of the things that really impressed us, obviously, Macy Freeman did things with the field hockey stick that neither of us has ever seen before, so I'd imagine some of that has to translate to lacrosse. And for this Cony team, they started 0-2. I think they had 2 close losses, 17-13 Mount Ararat, 15-10 to Erskine. Since then, they're 6-2, and they have held everybody but one team under 7 goals in that stretch, in their wins, and they have really been able to put the ball in the net as they have really sorted around into form. But like you said, on the outside looking in for playoffs, so they just need to continue to stack W's so they can squeak in.
And the last bastion of defense for Cony is Avery Maxim. You might remember that name from field hockey as well, because she is the field hockey goalie. Well, she takes over for Maddie Shivari this year in goal, longtime starter. So Maxim plays goal for the Cony Rams. And you might also remember Caroline Hendrickson. Remember her from field hockey? We saw her do some amazing stuff. Well, she is a first-year lacrosse player this year and is really having a solid impact for the Cony Rams. I was talking to Gretchen Livingston about her yesterday, and she loves her game. She started out playing defense. She's moved up to midi now, so they really like what she can do. On the other side, Jade Petrie, of course, the first-year coach taking over for Cora Kluge for the Lawrence Winslow combo team. And we will see up front Danielle Wilson, Kaylee Nutter, and Whitney Churchill. They are the primary attackers, Jill Boyden as well. Up front, a team that just trying to build some sort of culture, AJ. It's a slow process.
Yeah, I mean, it's a combo team, right? So that means it's a newer program. Trill's trying to figure it out, and being able to join schools allows them to build a roster. So you got to establish something, and it's good to see. The more seasons you go, the more you put it in front of people, the more the the sport can grow. And as we've seen, it's been a cool story. I think the sport specifically of lacrosse in Maine is really growing. We've seen Erskine Academy really early in the season talked about how their numbers had doubled. We've seen some of the roster sizes really grow and swell on some of these combo teams that hopefully, as sad as it would be for them to break up, but have their own teams, and I hope that continues.
Yeah, I mean, that's the entire goal here, is to get more girls playing, and if that allows these teams to break up, which are now combo teams now, fine, but in looking at Lawrence Winslow, I am hopeful that at some point Waterville is going to want to have some players play lacrosse, because they have never played lacrosse, and hopefully they can jump over and be a part of this or be a part of some team. We've seen it happen in ice hockey, and we have seen it happen in other sports as well. Football with not combo teams so much as moving to 8-man football. Yeah. So it's just great that kids are being involved more and have the opportunities with these combo teams, which frankly is something even 20 years ago would have been absolutely not even thought about.
Yeah, and I think the other thing, one of the big things that's great about getting these out in front, right, the Winslow-Lawrence, both combo teams play on Lawrence Field. But one of the great things is getting it in front of kids, right? Because for any successful program, you're going to have feeder programs. So you have to put it in front of the younger kids who then want to play. And so just adding more teams to put more games in places, right? There's games at Lawrence and Gardner's. We were here Friday night for a good Gardner boys team. And so hopefully it continues to grow. But I feel confident with some of the things we've heard this year about how rosters have grown. The sport's going in the right direction.
All right, Cony, get ready to take on the Lawrence Winslow combo team. We will take a timeout. We're back with the opening draw right after this on The Score.
We have created our own drink company. The fastest growing sports drink in history.
We will run! We will run!
Ladies and gentlemen, the
Rookie is prime!
This season, we are hydrated.
The official sports drink of the UFC. It's time!
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Distributed by Valley Beverage of Lewiston.
I came for a visit and I just fell in love with it.
They just want to see you be you and just excel.
There's a lot of opportunities here.
It really gives me time to figure out what I want to do with my life.
It's a good stepping stone to get to where you want to be.
The tuition is definitely part of what brought me here.
Credits transfer, that's huge, especially for a community college when you're trying to figure out what you want.
CM's the best place. Honestly, it's the best place. You got to be here to experience it.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. Our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Spring is the season of rejuvenation and the
perfect time to revitalize your home with Renewal by Andersen. Our spring savings event is only once a year. Call Renewal by Andersen to schedule your free window diagnosis and take advantage of this incredible limited time offer. We've installed over 4 million windows, earning us 4.7 stars in customer satisfaction. Call the number below or visit us online today. And remember, call now because these great savings end soon.
The better way to a better window. Renewal by Andersen.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Midstate Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Midstate Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Nokian Tires, available at 201 Tire Battery and Service, Route 201, Vassalboro. Your complete auto center. Mechanics you can trust. Nokian Tires to keep you safe on the road. Plus, 201 Tire Battery and Service is a state inspection station. They have batteries and accessories, including custom battery cables available. And of course, those great Nokian tires. 201 Tire Battery and Service, Route 201, Vassalboro.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, and our score crew back here at a brightening Fuller Field in Augusta. We had a brief shower about half hour, 45 minutes ago, but it looks as if we're going to be okay. And I emphasize looks as if, but no matter, they will play on come rain, snow, sleet, and whatever else that Postal Service saying has. Neither rain nor snow.
Benefits of turf.
The dark of night or something like that. Yes, that's why they put the turf down, and that allows games to be played no matter what. All right, down to our left in goal for the Cony Rams, Avery Maxim. And headed down to our right is Waverly O'Toole. O'Toole wearing 95, Maxim wearing number 50, and we are just about set for the draw here.
They're going to be essential for the Winslow-Lawrence combo team. I think just possession in general, winning draws, having time in the offensive zone, because obviously if you have the ball in the offensive zone, the other team can't score.
That's very, very astute. Macy Freeman on the draw here for Cony. Kaylee Nutter for Lawrence Winslow. Lawrence Winslow obviously in the dark jerseys, and Cony in the white, and we are set to go. Cony and Winslow Lawrence. Ball batted and still being fought for right there, and it's going to go to Winslow Lawrence.
Cony won it, but we fight for it, and they are able to steal possession.
All right, so Sage Dougal has it now for Winslow Lawrence. Dougal angling toward the middle. Dougal, good rush, dropped it off for Churchill. Churchill trying to scoop it, and she got knocked down from behind. And that is going to result in Winslow Lawrence having a ball. Churchill goes out back for Nutter. Chance here for Winslow Lawrence to set it up. Nutter with a head fake over to Churchill. Churchill back to the top now to Stella Moon Divine. Now to Zoe Ward. Ward over to Wilson. And a pickoff. And in the middle they go. Here's Ashley Olsen barreling right down Broadway. Takes it to the middle. That's actually Freeman. Freeman kicks it over on the other side. Shot, score! Well, that didn't take long. And Cony's in front 1-0. All right, so the goal is Kate Dutil.
Just simple fast break offense, right? Freeman draws some attention, dumps it off, one-on-one with the goalie.
Actually, it was – check that. Boy, you just can't trust PA announcers anymore, can you? Macy Freeman got the goal. Or was it Dutil?
No.
She was the assist?
He just announced.
Okay,
yeah.
All right, so my bad. You can't trust play-by-play announcers anymore. So Macy got the assist, and it's 1-0. Cony, my deepest apologies to TJ Maines. I threw him under the bus.
I don't think it's him. I think he just went by in the golf cart. I believe it's the person with vested interest in number 4.
Okay. So it is Dutil's goal, and the assist to Macy Freeman. And it is 1-0. That is Freeman. Now Freeman drops it off. There's a shot and goal number 2. And I think that is also Kate Dutil. It was.
Cony's goal scored by number 11, Abby Morrow. Assisted by number 4, Macy Freeman.
So excited as the PA announcer.
Which is not TJ Maines.
No, it is not.
It's his concierge. Time of that goal is 1:36. So Abby Morrill, goal number 2.
Look, we were sorting out who scored the first goal, and then Cony scored again. You got to give us a second.
I know.
Here.
We need at least a solid minute off the game clock to figure this all out. All right, off the draw here. Wilson trying to get control of it, but did not. And here comes Cony. Freeman. Looks like a replay, doesn't it? Freeman inside the turn. And the shot and a score. That was Aaron Paquette. And this one is a little out of control early.
Yeah, Paquette there, nothing fancy, just sort of ran in, didn't switch hands, so you had to know I think she was going to try and pop back out to get to her strong hand and just beats her topside.
3 goals in 37 seconds. Dutil, Morrill, Paquette.
And that's with Freeman picking up 2 assists and didn't get one there because of all the running Paquette did, but she was the passer beforehand.
All right, Winslow Lawrence needs some possession here. Ball drops, and it's picked up by Cony. Rams making it look easy so far. Paquette in the middle now for Paige Logan. Logan blindsided there by Churchill. Ball out, and it's scooped up by Wilson.
That's something as a midfielder you got to know that those offensive players can run up to, I think, about the 30. And they're going to try and close down to help the defense.
Sage Dougal down the right, being chased from behind. A posse trying to get her. Abby Morrill with the steal. Cony on the attack as they have been for the first 2.5 minutes of this game. Freeman. Back now to Logan. Back to Freeman. Freeman ahead for Morrill. Morrill right to the net, and a shot and a save there by O'Toole.
I don't know if anybody got a piece of that one. I lost it in the crowd. Eventually, O'Toole was able to knock it down.
So Winslow Lawrence with possession. Riley Grenier picked off. Now taken back by Zoe Ward. Ward with possession, deep in her own territory, doubled. Puts her head down, runs it up the left. Right down the sideline, shows some pretty good speed. All the way past midfield, ball knocked out there. Good job getting back by Helen Deneen.
No, it's a nice job initially because it looked like she was closed off and going to have to ditch it. Instead, Ward was able to get it most of the way up and got to be able to carry through.
Deneen takes a trip, spins, lobs back outside on a hop to Freeman. Freeman looking it over.
Freeman looks like the lone senior, right? Basically the quarterback of this offense.
She really is. Just a skilled veteran. Been a leader in all the sports that she's played, whether it's field hockey, basketball, or here in lacrosse. Out front now, Raya Turner.
Yeah, looking for Morrill cutting, just overthrew her. Good look, though.
Now trying to cut again is Turner. Lawrence Winslow turns it away. Excellent defense there by Zoe Ward for Lawrence Winslow. Now it's Freeman. 3-0, Cony. Freeman, a slip move, then slows it, now gets back going again. Freeman scores.
That was just 2 hezzies in a row. Now stop, put the brakes on, defense laxes, the slide goes back. I'm going to go again when it's one-on-one.
So Freeman makes it 4-zip.
And now give her 3 total points. That goal, her first. She already had 2 tallies on the three first goals.
All right, off the draw here, it's Nutter for Lawrence Winslow, and Raya Turner, check that, not Turner, but Abby Morrill on the draw for Cony. Ball boxed around, still boxed around, picked up by Dougal, and they're going to give it to Lawrence Winslow.
Yeah, they need to find a way to generate, one, maintain some possession, but generate some shots. Goalie's still not challenged for Cony yet.
All right, Nutter down the right. Circles to the back. Nutter all the way around. Back out front, missed pass by Dougal, runs it down, Sage Dougal. Just about 5 minutes gone in the first. It's 4-0 Cony. Dougal check, Dougal shoots and misses on the right side of Avery Maxim.
Good idea. You're gonna get can't get point blank. You want to bounce it, change the angle, and make the goalie think about it.
Churchill trying like heck to spin in. Nothing there, though. Excellent defense by Cony. Back out to Wilson. Wilson on the wing. Wilson to the top, not a Nutter. Nutter takes a trip, knocked away by Turner, and a foul called on Turner.
Yeah, they're going to get, I think, essentially basically a cross check. So, but
right,
this is going to be the 15-yard variety, so not quite the one-on-one. There's going to be a lot of traffic between her and the goalie.
So Nutter, angle to the left for Maxim, checked from behind and chopped away by Turner. You got to release a little quicker than that. Lawrence Winslow hangs on to it, though. Trying to break the ice and get a goal here. Churchill. She and Dougal swap places. Churchill rolls out to the top. Looking for a seam, not there. Dropped it back outside. Sadie Wentworth. Behind the net. Good possession here by Lawrence Winslow. Now, dropping in front there. Nutter, and the ball came out. Nutter, solid move.
Yeah, she got her. Defender got caught flat-footed. She was able to sweep through her, but then when she was going to be in shooting position, she dropped it.
So, Kaylee Nutter set herself up nicely there. Didn't work out. Out front now. It's Boyden. Boyden gave it away. Here is Freeman. Check that. Here's Morrill. Morrill, now Freeman. I knew it was going to be one or the other eventually. All right, ball loose. Still loose. And Lawrence Winslow's Danielle Wilson up with it. All right, Wilson brings it back. Some pretty good possession here by Winslow Lawrence, just not resulting in any opportunities, but at least they're hanging on to it. Zoe Ward inside. Ward shot and a save there by Maxim.
Going to get a whistle here, but yeah, it was a great drive there. Ward was able to, Maxim was able to knock it down at her feet.
And they're going to give it to Cony, though, correct? Yes. Cony's ball.
I wonder if Ward stepped in the crease as she finished her shot.
Possibility. She was close. All right, Turner, with a posse of Lawrence Winslow players around her, dropped it off to Deneen. Deneen, some speed up the right, stays in bounds, cuts in, and that posse finally caught up to her, and Wilson takes it away.
And Lawrence Winslow has to take advantage here of this unsettled situation because the Cony defense has been very good.
And I think Wilson recognizes that. She's going right to the net. And she curled off. Probably should have tried a shot there. Over to Ward. Ward back to the top to Kaylee Nutter. 4-0 Cony. Nutter can't split the double team. Has to peel it off on the right. Now they work it out back. Now Dougal. Sage Dougal. On the wing to Wentworth. Wentworth is going to try. Forces her way in, and Wentworth scores. Sadie Wentworth and Lawrence Winslow on the board.
That was a nice job. She was able to squeeze between the defender and, of course, the crease, and then she gets front side, and Maxim had already hugged into that post, so had to step over and couldn't quite catch up to it. It was a nice play.
So Lawrence Winslow on the board. Wentworth makes it 4-1. Good move.
That is a good stretch for the Winslow-Lawrence combo team, too, right? So much possession. They were able to melt the clock, which, of course, keeps Cony off the scoreboard. Like Cony's slide package in their double teams is really good, but Lawrence Winslow showed that they can win some ground balls and maintain some possession.
All right, off the draw, it's Freeman. And Freeman took one to the bean right there. She got popped right in the head. Rub some dirt on it if there was any dirt on the field, and then she would start right back up again.
And I imagine for Lawrence Winslow, that's going to be somebody taking a seat.
And that somebody's going to be Sage Dougal.
So player up opportunity here for Cony.
All right, Cony. Player up. The Dougal penalty.
So 1:28 will be the release of the penalty.
2 minutes. Freeman. Macy stick handles. Back outside to Casey Monson. Monson. Over on the right to the net. Logan. Logan right there inside. Back to the net. Couldn't find an opening. Now right out in front, and a shot and an easy goal there for Abby Morrill.
That was a great pass. Give her a second. Morrill's got 2, and Paquette now has 2 total points. The unfortunate thing is for Winslow Lawrence at that time, right? You'd just come off scoring a goal, you'd establish possession, you immediately go player down, and which just means that Cony is going to have that much more space when in these unsettled situations they've kind of picked the Outlaws apart.
Do we know if the girls' team is also named the Outlaws?
I don't. When I looked up, they have social media, which we tagged them in when we said we were doing today's game and stuff. They didn't have an
outlaw
anything listed, but with the black as the primary color, I'm going with yes.
Okay. Freeman's rush. Some pretty good defense there by Lawrence Winslow, and it is going to be their ball, and making that good defensive play was Olivia Cleaves.
No, I was going to say that there's a little generosity there, but
nope. It is Cony's ball right in front, and an ice cream cone there in front, and that, I think, was Caroline Hendrickson. Nope.
Johnson, yeah.
Wrong again. Haley Johnson. My eyes again.
Well, that was I had the benefit of the zoom in.
So it's 6-1.
And that's the second player up goal that Cony has scored. Again, it doesn't release until 1:28, so they still have almost a full minute here, and they've already put 2 in.
As if they needed an advantage. So now 6-1. 2 player up goals. Johnson with the last one. Here comes Cony again. Look out, Logan. Paige Logan. Back to the middle, Freeman. Freeman laid it over. Ball's on the ground, scooped up by Cony. That's, I believe, Olsen. Now Monson turned back on the wing. Tried to get it inside, got a whistle.
That was the right idea there. Just put it on the body as opposed to the stick. And I think we get a whistle here against the Outlaws. So Morrill going to get point-blank penalty shot.
Yep. Straight on Waverly. Old Tool, the Lawrence Winslow goalkeeper from 10 yards out. Abby Morrill. The shot, and she missed. Back behind the net, though. Cony able to save it. Monson takes it in front, shoots. That never got through, and eventually O'Toole with a big stick able to scoop it up.
Got a whistle on that shot there, Mike. I don't know if it's the follow-through, which girls lacrosse offensive players can get busted for that, and I think that's the case. Because that was Martin on the shot, and she's trotting off.
Okay. So they get Casey Monson. So it's a man up here for Lawrence Winslow. As we wait for the restart, here's Cleaves. Cleaves made it as far as midfield. Olivia Cleaves with a long stick. Good lob pass ahead for Churchill. Churchill trying to get to the net. Sealed off. Spins. Again sealed off. Back over on the sidelines for Nutter.
Winslow Lawrence has got a cut off of that. It's player up and you got transition, and they just kind of ran back into their offensive set.
Nutter circles around. Cony does a good job to get to the other side and seal things off. Now loose ball out back behind the net. Wentworth scoops it up. She's got their goal. Down to 30 seconds left in the period. Wentworth pass in front, picked off by Cony. And the pass is cleared up to Haley Johnson. Johnson, good lead pass for Paquette. Paquette, 15 seconds. Paquette.
She's got trailers.
To the middle. Paquette to the net, lobbed it off. Good pass. Not able to handle it, though. There was Macy Freeman, and that is going to run the clock out for the first period. So a solid start for Cony. The Rams put 6 on the board. The score at the end of 1 from Fuller Field in Augusta. The Cony Rams 6 and Lawrence Winslow 1. You're watching and listening to Girls High School Lacrosse on The Score.
I'm Drew.
I'm Jeremy.
We are JDH3 Designs. We're a Maine family offering laser engraving of just about anything and custom apparel. We love to work with other local businesses as well as people within the community to bring your design ideas to life.
JDH3 Designs. Visit their website at jdh3designs.com and like them on Facebook. JDH3 Designs. They customize just about anything.
If you have been looking or wanting a complete heating, cooling, and plumbing contractor for residential or commercial all under one roof, Maine Preventative Maintenance is the only number you'll need. Maine Preventative Maintenance is also a registered and recommended heat pump installer with Efficiency of Maine. You may even be eligible for financing through Efficiency of Maine. Emergencies always happen at the most inconvenient times. Don't put it off any longer. Don't wait until something happens. Call Maine Preventative Maintenance today for peace of mind. Maine Preventative Maintenance, 465-4505, 465-4505.
Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Over 40 academic degrees and programs recognized as some of the best in the United States. Nursing, criminal justice, forensics, psychology, IT, education, culinary arts, and so much more. Offering one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Plus, a top-seeded national champion producing athletics department. Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Find your passion. Go to cmcc.edu.
Raising money for our cause, supporting our neighbors, helping to recognize those that should be recognized, providing educational opportunities, working together to make someone's day just a bit brighter. Our employees enjoy being a part of making our communities a better place to live and work. Skowhegan Savings Bank.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com where printing's personal, not puzzling.
Local sports on The Score, presented by Central Maine Community College. More than just a community college, over 40 academic degrees and certificates, one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Your future starts here. Go to cmcc.edu. First 12 minutes in the books, 6-1 Cony as we go to period number 2. Rams getting goals from Dutill, Morrill, Paquette, Freeman, Morrill, and Johnson.
The Winslow-Lawrence combo team will have, I believe, about 32 seconds, 30-ish seconds here where they will still be player up.
That's because Casey Monson got a penalty late in the first. All right, off the draw here as we get set. Ball is placed. Here we go. High into the air it goes to Logan. Now scooped up there by the long stick briefly of Zoe Ward. Now Cony able to come away with it. Cony going right to left now. And the Rams trying to finish off this player-up situation for Lawrence Winslow. It's Morrill. Morrill to the net. Peels it back out. Lays it off for Logan. Logan goes in and missed. And Cony able to touch up.
I think you see kind of one of the little bit of the difference level in the comfort with the game because Winslow-Lawrence should be double teaming while their player down, and I think just trying to run consistency in there it expires. So now even strength.
All right, we are back as AJ just said. Let me reiterate, we're back to even strength. Here's Kate Dutil. Dutil back outside for Gaxiola. Morrill. Fakes right, goes left, takes it to the net, missed.
That's 2 straight good moves. Keep doing that. That's good. She's getting herself open in a really good spot. She's just not putting it on cage.
All right, a Cony ball out back. Freeman knocked out of her stick by Dougal.
Yeah, I think she got cracked in the head again.
That's the second time.
Or the side. I should say the side, but she...
Well, it's all the head,
yeah.
You know?
She's going to have a wide open space.
All right, Freeman takes it in and shoots and scores.
The PA announcer has a vested interest in Freeman's performance.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to tell you what that vested interest is, but...
That's Freeman's second goal, and that's just tough if you're O'Toole because with the contact to the head, no one gets to stand in between Freeman and the goal, and then obviously they close down the gap when she comes to a negative angle. She's just able to muscle in front of the goal, and now you can just put it anywhere, and she places it corner, which, of course, is the perfect spot.
So Freeman, a multi-goal scoring game for her, 7-1 Cony.
Yeah, with 7 Rams goals scored, she already has 5 points, 2 goals, 3 assists.
Could be the early clubhouse leader to be our score player of the game and get the score bag of swag, which is a CMCC bag, and the swag is sparkling ice and prime from Valley Beverage, a score T-shirt, and a score player of the game keychain.
That's really what it is. That's the big thing. The T-shirts are cool, don't get me wrong. Everybody loves the T-shirts, but it's that keychain that, just like your high school tassel, is going to go up on the rearview mirror one day.
It separates you from everybody else. All right, veering in front, it's Paquette. And it's taken away.
I think Paquette thought she had somebody because I don't think that was a shot.
Good speed up the middle by Ward. She can really run. Zoe Ward up the right. Lead pass for Churchill. Now this is where you got to angle it to the net.
Go back to Ward. Oh, you had Ward right back on the give and go through it, diving towards the crease.
Wentworth has their goal. She's got the ball now out back. What a Nutter. Nutter and Wentworth switch positions. Nutter to Wilson. Wilson now to Churchill. Well, there was an opening there. Lost ball, and running it down is Kaylee Nutter.
Yeah, I think one of the things, tell me if I'm wrong, Mike, from your perspective, but for Winslow-Lawrence, the difference between them and Cony, I think, thus far, Winslow-Lawrence thinking, Cony reacting, playing.
Yep.
And I think you could see it in the offense. They want to get in their sets. They know they have to pass the ball, but they're not reacting off what they're seeing.
That's the thing. When you see the opening, take it. And that was a pretty creative shot there by Zoe Ward with the opening, and she missed.
And I just couldn't get much on it.
It's like Yogi once said, when you come to a fork in the road, take it.
I like that.
All right, back outside. Good possession here. Danielle Wilson. Wilson finds an opening and scores. Look at that. Danielle Wilson with a nice goal, and the second of the game for Lawrence Winslow at 7-2.
Nice job. A little face dodge to get your hand free, then you get back to your strong hand, able to dump it in.
Time of the goal, 3:48. And Lawrence Winslow, goal number 2, 7-2 Cony. And Coach Jade Petrie wants more of that. Run your offense, but when it's there, take it. And it was there for Danielle Wilson.
Yeah, I mean, in the game of lacrosse, obviously, it gets way easier if you have someone who can win a one-on-one matchup.
Freeman, who wins a lot of them. Freeman driving right down. Freeman laid it over. It's Monson. Monson peels it back. Oh, cutting to the net right there. Wide open on the cut was Adeline Gaxiola. Now to Freeman. Freeman. Stick handles. Now back to the top to Morrill. Abby takes a trip inside, and we've got...
Drew a whistle.
A whistle.
And I think this is the variety where Morrill's get one-on-one with O'Toole.
10 yards. Shooter, goalkeeper. The ultimate battle. Here's Abby Morrill with Cony leading 7-2. Morrill drives to the net and goes downstairs and scores.
Give her a hat trick.
So it's an Abby Hattie.
She's got 3 and I believe 2 by penalty shot.
4:54 at the time of that goal. I don't know. That's your job to keep track of that.
Yeah, I believe 2 by penalty shot. But she's got a hat trick. That for sure I know.
8-2 Cony. Rams have also converted twice in player-up situations, 2 goals. And the lead now 8-2. Morrill on the draw with Nutter. Up she goes, and it comes down to Macy Freeman. Freeman, back to Morrill. That's like frickin' frack for Cony Sports. Those two. Now cutting in Logan. Logan, they work it out back, and that's a save there by O'Toole.
Yeah, negative angle, but a nice job nonetheless.
Yeah, there was nothing to shoot at. I thought the ball was going to go out back, but she shot it instead. Cony on the restart. Lead for Logan. Paige Logan takes it right in and really didn't get much of a shot off, and an easy save by O'Toole.
I think got a whistle before that, though.
Well, that might explain that.
The contact there, like you said, kind of just popped it to the goalie. I think it was a little high, but regardless, it's not going to count.
So Logan shoots and missed.
I got no problem if you got the speed and range, but Logan's, you got at least another step there.
Yeah, she definitely let it go a little early. Lead pass off the stick of Helen Deneen. It's picked up by Wilson. Here comes Lawrence Winslow. Wilson charges down the right. Nice cut inside. Danielle Wilson now veers to the back. And Lawrence Winslow sets the offense. Pass deflected to Wentworth. Wentworth left it there for Nutter. Kaylee Nutter takes it in. Nutter knocked out of her stick. Loose, picked up by Cony. No. Right back into the basket of Danielle Wilson. Wilson. Curls to the back. 5 minutes left, first half. It's 8-2. Cony. Wentworth on the far side. Having to run that one down. It'll stay with Lawrence Winslow. Here's Wentworth. Wentworth goes in. Try to pass. It's a one-hopper to Wilson. Hendrickson there playing defense. Wilson forced out. Now down low to Nutter. Nutter against a triple team, and we've got a whistle.
She turned to her left hand there. She drew the contact, and I think Lawrence Winslow, just needs they run set cuts. I think you need to run more cuts off of dodges.
All right, on the restart here. In front, and that's a goal for Kaylee Nutter, I believe. It is. And it's 8-3. And Lawrence Winslow hanging tough.
I think we're going to get a timeout here, Mike.
We do have a timeout. 4:07 to go first half. It's a 5-goal gap now as Lawrence Winslow has just scored the score. Cony 8, Lawrence Winslow 3. You're watching and listening to Girls High School Lacrosse on The Score.
Manchester Motors is your official Coyote tractor dealer. If you work the land, you just got to be a jack-of-all-trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else. Find your Coyote tractor at Manchester Motors, 1031 Western Avenue, Manchester.
At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. Maybe your existing system is failing or it's a new house lot. You need new installation. Call PJ Diggs. They can bring their site evaluator to design the right septic system. Headed to camp? Ditch the outhouse for a newly installed system. How about a septic system for your campsite? Imagine your own private campground. Already have a septic design? PJ Diggs can install it for you. Call 431-4299. That's 431-4299. At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. 131 Hinkley Road, Canaan.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
Dixon's Country Market on the Neck Road, Benton has it all. Sunoco gas and 24-hour diesel, plus a jam-packed store with what you need to grab and go. And so much succulent food. Huge sandwiches, delicious wraps, and hand-tossed fresh dough-loaded pizza. They have drinks, snacks, fresh meat and cheese in their deli counter, plus local Lively's products that won't cost you a lot of money. And remember those whoopie pies? Delightful, delicious Dixon's Country Market in Benton, supporting local high school sports.
All right, 4:07 left first half. Cony in front here 8-2, and after the Nutter goal, a timeout.
I think Winslow Lawrence, they've showed it took them a second to get settled in. They've got some players that can dodge. The Cony defense, I think, has been solid packing in. I think you would like to see, if you're the Outlaws coaching staff, some more reactionary cuts when you see those players go, right?
Yes.
Somebody cut off backside as they draw that attention. Well, the slides come same side, so actually that would work better, but they've had some nice showing here, just stopping mistakes.
All right, Morrill wins the draw to Freeman. Macy takes it down to the right, loose ball.
Look at a whistle. I missed it. Freeman missed on the left side there. She had Monson running all free, completely free. Penalty shot here for Cony.
All right, they pass it to the middle, and Morrill, nice pass. And that was an ice cream cone there for Abby. And her Hattie goes to a 4-goal day now for Abby Morrill. And it's 9-3.
Yeah, give Morrill 4. She scored 2, I think, Mike, since you said that Freeman might be the early clubhouse leader for the player of the game.
Yeah, Abby making a strong counter argument. .337 to go in the first half. Draw goes to Freeman. Now here's Morrill again. Abby, nice drop-off pass, taking it to the net. Dutill scores.
There you see lack of communication with the Winslow Lawrence Outlaws, because 3 players step to Morrill, who, granted, does have 4 goals, but Dutill runs right behind him, one-on-one with O'Toole.
Dutil from Morrill, 10-3.
That assist for Morrill, her first, but it ties her with Freeman. They both have 5 points each.
So Morrill and Freeman making their cases. 7-goal lead for Cony. 3:23 to go in the first half. We're back in Augusta Monday. More baseball from Morton Field as Edward Little will be in town. The Red Eddies and the Rams Monday at 4 here on The Score.
And those Red Eddies have been a curious team this year.
They beat some really good teams and lost some clunkers. So which team is going to show up? We saw Cony yesterday beat Belfast 10-5. Kind of a sloppy game, but a win is a win is a win.
That was, I think, the most runs Cony has given up in, I think, five or six games.
Nutter surrounded. Nutter going in the wrong direction, knocked out, and Logan comes away with it. Now taken back, now Monson with it.
That was a nice play by Logan. They pinned her against the sideline, and Nutter, the clock's just got to be going off in your head. I have to get rid of this. I have to get rid of this.
Cony on the break. It's Lehman. Lehman trying to go left side to Logan. Pass didn't connect. Lawrence, Winslow ball, Riley Grenier, pass to Nutter, picked off by Monson. Whistle, going to restart it.
Play on here for Cony.
Monson. Monson down the right. Cony with a chance to set up. All right, Monson out back. That's Dutil. Over to Johnson. Johnson denied, not a Freeman. Freeman fakes right, goes left, knocked away from her by Grenier, but a whistle.
And going to give her a clear path. Ooh, that's not good.
This could be dangerous.
Yeah, this is not good for the Winslow Lawrence team.
Hazard pay here for O'Toole, the goaltender. Freeman takes a trip, laid it off. The shot, bad angle, and really not much of a chance there.
I think that's Freeman being a little bit too unselfish.
You got to shoot.
You're flush. You're basically dead center with the cage. Take that shot. Pick a corner.
Minute and a half to go. In front, Monson. Monson back out deep, missed by Logan. Logan gets it. Logan takes a trip in. Logan knocked out of the basket, but a stoppage.
That was initial nice little roll there. If you have that comfort in your left hand, you can run the question mark where you plant your left foot and you spin the other way off your back shoulder, and you're wide open with the goal right there.
Paige Logan from 10 with a penalty shot. And everybody lined up.
One defender a little too close.
Logan in, Logan fires, and Logan misses.
It's the second time I believe Logan's had a penalty shot, and both times she's taken one step and fired.
Yeah, she's got another step anyway there.
Yeah, and with that free space, close the distance down.
Sage Dougal. Out of the stick, back in the stick. Dougal in the middle for Ward. Ward handles nicely. Ward can fly. Ward.
Middle of the field.
Beating the pack, goes to the middle. Ward. Got to shoot the ball there.
Got to get a shot out of that.
Zoe Ward. Be selfish. Take that shot.
Yeah, if Ward's got to take that. If not, you had Dougal running right with you down the center. You got one of those two has to shoot that.
And when they go back and look at the replay in the vault at centralmainsports.com or on YouTube, that can be pointed out to her by Coach Petrie. Take the shot there. Be selfish.
Yeah, I mean, you have to get a shot out of that, especially as Cony's defense in the settled situation has been really solid.
For all the hard work that Zoe Ward did in getting that ball downfield, reward yourself with a shot there. Give yourself a chance to score a goal.
Absolutely with you. And instead, here you see they don't even get a shot as they turn it over, so now Cony's got a chance to get one before the end of the half.
Yep, Raya Turner up to midfield to Dutil. Dutil's got a couple. Kate Dutil, 25 seconds left. Dutil, right side. Kate Dutil trying to angle in. Slows up outside the circle.
Had Paquette in the front of the goal.
Now Logan. Logan to the net. Logan forced. We've got a whistle.
Oh, I think they got her for maybe a little chicken wing action.
Is that officially in the rule books a chicken wing action?
Yeah, I for those who don't know, she's using the elbow to create space. Is that better?
Thanks for clarifying that.
I got you.
It's always good to know.
I knew you knew.
Because I was going to go and, in the glossary and type in chicken wing action and see what came up. All right, that's it for the first half. Good half for the Cony Rams, but I think some solid play by Lawrence Winslow as well. Score here at the break. At Fuller Field in Augusta, the Cony Rams 10, Lawrence Winslow 3. You're watching and listening to Girls High School Lacrosse on The Score.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257, 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
We have created our own drink company. The fastest growing sports drink in history.
We will run! We will run! Ladies and gentlemen, we got
The monkey has prime!
This season, we are hydrated!
The official sports drink of the UFC. It's time!
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Distributed by Valley Beverage of Lewiston.
I came for a visit and I just fell in love with it.
They just want to see you be you and just excel.
There's a lot of opportunities here.
It really gives me time to figure out what I want to do with my life.
It's a good stepping stone to get to where you want to be.
The tuition is definitely part of what brought me here.
Credits transfer, that's huge, especially for a community college when you're trying to figure out what you want.
CM's the best place. Honestly, it's the best place. You got to be here to experience it.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. Our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Spring is the season of rejuvenation and the perfect time to revitalize your home with Renewal by Andersen. Our spring savings event is only once a year. Call Renewal by Andersen to schedule your free window diagnosis and take advantage of this incredible limited time offer. We've installed over 4 million windows, earning us 4.7 stars in customer satisfaction. Call the number below or visit us online today. And remember, call now because these great savings end soon.
The better way to a better window. Renewal by Andersen.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Midstate Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Midstate Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Nokian Tires, available at 201 Tire Battery and Service, Route 201, Vassalboro. Your complete auto center. Mechanics you can trust. Nokian Tires to keep you safe on the road. Plus, 201 Tire Battery and Service is a state inspection station. They have batteries and accessories, including custom battery cables available. And of course, those great Nokian tires. 201 Tire Battery and Service, Route 201, Vassalboro.
Mike Violet and AJ Knights, along with our score crew, back here live at Fuller Field in Augusta. It is halftime of this girls' lacrosse game this morning, and the Cony Rams enjoying a 10-3 lead. And a great first half for both Macy Freeman and both Abby Morrill, who are our two leading contenders for our score player of the game. They have been very active, shall we say, here in the first half, and it was Macy Freeman, an assist on the first goal of the game by Cony. That came just a minute 18 in. Kate Dutil got the goal. Rams jumped in front 1-0. Then Morrill herself just, 18 seconds later, actually, she scored from Macy Freeman to make it 2-0, and the onslaught was on. It was 4-0 before Winslow Lawrence finally got a goal from Sadie Wentworth to make it 4-1. And then Morrill scored from Paquette on a player-up situation at 8:45 to make it 5-1. And before the end of the period, Haley Johnson scored also a player-up to make it 6-1 at 9:24. So 6-1 at the end of one. Macy Freeman scored to lead things off in the second to make it 7-1. Then Danielle Wilson scored for Lawrence Winslow to make it 7-2. And then Morrill scored again to make it 8-3. Nutter scored for Lawrence Winslow to make it 8-3. Then Abby Morrill got that right back to make it 9-3 before Dutil scored at 8:37 to get us to where we are now at 10-3. I think, though, generally, Lawrence Winslow's gotten better, AJ, as the game has gone on. I know Cony's got a 7-goal lead, but I think you mentioned settling down, and I think that was the key. They finally started to settle down.
Yeah, I think you had the stretch in the first quarter where they had a really long, extended possession. Unfortunately, they didn't really get any, I think, shots off of that, but I think that let them calm and run some offense. And they've got some players, Wilson, and at times, obviously, the goal, one of the goal scorers, and she did it on an individual effort, belongs to Wentworth. So they've got some players that have won some one-on-one matchups. I think the thing is you just see the difference in comfort, I think, running the offense, Cony, especially with Freeman quarterbacking.
Right.
Let's not understate how
Huge
important
difference.
she is. But there's just no reactionary cuts, it feels like, coming off of the cutters when one of the Winslow Lawrence girls is able to win the one-on-one matchup. And the other thing you see it, I think, in terms of, as sports was always described to me, you're better when you're reactionary as opposed to thinking about it. You see it, like as we talked about extensively, Ward takes that catch through traffic at about the Cony 45, bookends it all the way down, has a chance to take a, not a great angle, but a shot nonetheless, so she had a step, and then also had a teammate trailing with her, and then doesn't take the shot, runs back to X, and they set up the offense. They end up turning the ball over and don't even get a shot. And I think that's one of the areas you see just the not as much familiarity or comfort with the game compared to Cony.
Yeah, I mean, what's the worst thing that can happen there if you take that shot? It either goes in, which is the best thing that could happen. The worst thing is it's either stopped or you missed. But at least you got the shot off and had an opportunity. You can't score if you don't shoot. And I refer you to Exhibit A, Boston Bruins, okay? If you don't shoot the puck or shoot the ball, you are not going to score. And that is a prime case, that one rush there by Ward where she brought it all the way down the field and got nothing to show for it.
Yeah, and I think the other point, too, even if you miss in that situation, just to expand on your what can happen, she's already sprinting full speed. So if you miss, you chase the backup, you get the possession, now you set up the offense and you do what you were going to do anyway. And if it's saved, well, you know, you take the good shots where you can get them. Sometimes goalies are going to make good plays. But Cony's, I think, set defense has been very, very solid. They know what they're doing. They do a good job pinching early and closing off a lot of those drives. Where Winslow Lawrence, I think, is going to have to try and get back in this game, what they're going to have to do, I think, is when you have a chance, when Cony's unsettled, go, rip it. I mean, if it's a save, it's a save.
Today's game is brought to you by the Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees, where cars and trucks always cost you less. Find them online at cmautogroup.com. And while we've got time, our other sponsors we want to thank as well: Maine Preventative Maintenance, Casella Waste, Dixon's Country Market, JDH3 Design, SBS Carbon Copy, Assistant Plus, Renewal by Anderson, PJ Diggs, 201 Tire Battery and Service, Somerset Stone and Stove, Whittemore and Sons, Valley Beverage, of course, with our sparkling ice and prime, which is always in the swag bag from Central Maine Community College, along with our Score Player of the Game keychain and the coveted Score T-shirt, which we will give to our Player of the Game in the postgame show.
Can I get one of those?
What?
One of the keychains?
Well, you're not the player of the game, AJ.
I would argue that sometimes I'm the player of our broadcast.
Wow. We have a mighty high opinion of ourselves now, don't we?
I said sometimes. Everybody's, what is that quote B.J. Armstrong has in The Last Dance? Anybody can have a game, and I had a game.
When was that?
When he talked about he hit the shot.
No, I'm talking about you.
Oh, when
did you have your game?
I would argue I was on pretty good when we had the Meso Oak Hill lacrosse game.
I will talk to the higher powers and see how they feel about you getting a Score Player of the Game keychain. Hang on. We'll have negotiations. I'll have my people talk to their people.
Much appreciated.
All right, here we go. Second half. No surprise. Cony right out of the gate with the ball. And it's Abby Morrill. Abby to the middle. 10-3 Cony. Morrill. This is as set up as Cony has been all day. They've been basically on a fast break most of the game. Morrill trying to weasel her way inside. Knocked out and a whistle.
A little bit of a break there for Cony. I think maybe slightly confused what they're trying to do.
All right, Morrill to the net. Nope. Laid it off. Dutill. Kate Dutill.
Nice check.
Yep, knocked out. Good check there by Taylor Levesque. Dutill recovers and then throws it on the far side, where running over there with her great speed is Zoe Ward. And it'll be a Lawrence Winslow ball.
That's very stagnant offense from Cony.
Yeah. Very unlike them. Grenier back to Ward. A loose ball. Cony able to come away with it. It is Monson.
Well, Paquette doesn't. Yeah, Paquette doesn't have anybody on her. Yeah, missed her.
Monson out back. Now they work it in front. No room there for Dutill. Plays it back outside to Macy Freeman. Freeman, the quarterback of this whole thing. Freeman and a whistle as she broke inside.
They're going to get a stick across the back here, and actually that looked like the ref pulled a card. Yeah.
Yep, coming out is Sage Dougal.
Wow, they said check to the head. I did not see that. I thought it was for the back, but regardless, this is only the second time Cony's going to go player up. They cashed in twice the first time, as this will expire at the 8:20 mark.
So 2 minutes here for Dougal. And Freeman with a penalty shot.
And here's a quick way to cash in and preserve a lot of that 2 minutes.
Indeed. Let's see what the strategy is here from Gretchen Livingston and Cony. Going to lay it off. Driving it to the net is Turner. Turner on the right for Gaxiola. And the shot is... Saved there by O'Toole, and the rebound bounces out. And Cleves has it for Lawrence Winslow. So Lawrence Winslow trying to kill time off. Cleves got hit up high. She gets helped up there by Araya Turner. Cleves may have to come out. She is going to come out, and Stella Moon Devine will come in.
That's a lot of traffic she was trying to work through.
Serious traffic. All right, on the restart, it'll be a Winslow ball.
Somebody's got to be open. There's 3 players there.
All right, Moon Divine trying to stay in bounds, just barely did as she tiptoed there. Now back to the middle.
Yeah, for Winslow Lawrence, this is actually the worst thing. I take back my criticism because you're killing the player up.
Yep. Killing time. They are able to advance it. Hauling it all the way down. The shot wide by Wilson. Danielle Wilson down the right side. Not a great angle, but still a pretty good scoring chance.
And you'll live with that aggressiveness. Yeah. She had a good shot. Her teammates have got to get that back up, especially she looks like she's set to fire.
All right, Deneen in trouble. Deneen just stayed in bounds. Deneen triple teamed. And a stoppage. They'll start it again for Cony. Things clear out. Back to midfield. Gaxiola fighting for it there with Ward. Good battle. Whistle.
And Winslow Lawrence got to be more aggressive. There are 5 Outlaws there compared to 2 Cony players, and Cony draws the whistle and gets the possession.
All right, Rams on the break. Right side for Cony, it's Turner. Turner to the middle. Turner gets away from Ward. Turner in the middle now for Dutill.
Yeah, cross check here.
So Dutill takes it right in. Dutill shoots and scores.
And that comes just at the tail end of the player up. I think that expired at, I thought it was 28. Yeah. Oh, no goal.
Okay. They wiped it off.
Must have been on the follow through. No, I missed the call there. I was checking the clock on the player up. Oh, whistle. No. Cony did something, wiped off a goal.
All right, so no goal for Dutill. Stays 10-3. We're still scoreless here in the second half. All right, here comes the speed of Zoe Ward. Nope, check that. That's Moon Divine.
And again, just to clarify, we on that shot and that disallowed goal, we went back to even strength. So no goals for Cony.
Yep. Player up, didn't convert. Here is Whitney Churchill. 10-3, Cony leading Lawrence Winslow. Churchill. Doubled out back, ball's out, picked up by Cony. That was just too easy there as Paige Logan scoops up that loose ball. Too easy a giveaway for sure by Lawrence Winslow.
Outlaws got it. You got to communicate, right? In that situation, double coming.
And Logan got doubled herself.
She got bunched out. It's going to come real quick again.
All right, here she goes on the restart. Cuts right in front, finds some open space. Now looking to get it up to Turner, does. Raya Turner bounced out of her stick. Lawrence Winslow scoops it up, it's Nutter. Nutter, whistle. Just as Amari Sam was going to pick it up.
Nice defense. Ride forces a failed clear.
Here's Nutter. Nutter takes a trip out back. Nutter sees the opening, tries to go in on the backhand, hit the side of the net. Or did it go in? It's a goal. That's a really nice play there by Kaylee Nutter.
Defense cheated outside. She reads it, goes inside, and then, like you said, that's a great backhand.
Some great improvisation there by Kaylee Nutter to make it 10-4.
That's her second goal. That was a pretty one. I hate to make it come down to one play. Well, I think there's two, actually, if I stay corrected, Mike. But Morrill, and especially in the clearing, Cony's got to find Freeman.
Yeah. She's the ultimate safety valve. All right, here's the draw. Morrill on the draw with Ward. And on the fly, it's Morrill.
She had two players wide open.
Taking it right to the net. The shot and a score by Monson.
I was saying Paquette was on the other side. Didn't think she was going to pass. That was a nice job and a nice effort by Monson to get center up to put that in.
Abby Morrow with the assist on the Casey Monson goal.
That's Monson's first goal, second assist for Morrill, which now gives her the team and game lead in points at 6.
Time of the goal, 5:57. 11-4 Cony. And the draw, one by Freeman. One by Morrill to Freeman. Here is Freeman. Freeman zigzags. Freeman lays it up right there in front and buried by Johnson. That was too easy.
Again, quarterback of the defense, quarterback of the offense. Give Freeman her 4th assist. 2 of them to Johnson today.
So Johnson from Freeman. 5:51 left.
And just like that, Morrill and Freeman tied again at 6 points.
We may have to have a steel cage match between those two after the game to see who ends up being the score player of the game.
How about one-on-one? Best of 3.
Sure.
Set up the cage, one-on-one, best of 3.
I'm all for it. All right, Logan. To Morrill. Ahead of the pack, there's Monson again. Monson scores. Just like watching a replay.
And I think we get a timeout here for the Outlaws.
Good time to take a timeout. 5:38 to go in the third. Cony pouring it on. The score, Cony 13, Lawrence Winslow 4. You're watching and listening to Girls High School Lacrosse on the score.
I'm Drew.
I'm Jeremy.
We are JDH3 Designs. We're a Maine family offering laser engraving of just about anything and custom apparel. We love to work with other local businesses as well as people within the community to bring your design ideas to life.
JDH3 Designs. Visit their website at jdh3designs.com and like them on Facebook. JDH3 Designs. They customize just about anything.
If you have been looking or wanting a complete heating, cooling, and plumbing contractor for residential or commercial all under one roof, Maine Preventative Maintenance is the only number you'll need. Maine Preventative Maintenance is also a registered and recommended heat pump installer with Efficiency of Maine. You may even be eligible for financing through Efficiency of Maine. Emergencies always happen at the most inconvenient times. Don't put it off any longer. Don't wait until something happens. Call Maine Preventative Maintenance today for peace of mind. Maine Preventative Maintenance, 465-4505, 465-4505.
Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Over 40 academic degrees and programs recognized as some of the best in the United States. Nursing, criminal justice, forensic, psychology, IT, education, culinary arts, and so much more. Offering one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Plus, a top-seeded national champion producing athletics department. Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Find your passion. Go to cmcc.edu.
Raising money for our cause, supporting our neighbors, helping to recognize those that should be recognized, providing educational opportunities, working together to make someone's day just a bit brighter. Our employees enjoy being a part of making our communities a better place to live and work. Skowhegan Savings Bank.
Mike Vile of AJ Knight and the crew back here live at Fuller Field in Augusta after the timeout. 5:38 to go in the third. Cony on top here, 13-4 after Haley Johnson has scored twice here in the last literally few seconds. A timeout called.
Look, I don't want to say I for sure could be a girls lacrosse coach, but all I'm saying is I said Morrill and Freeman need to get involved, and very quickly they racked up 3 total assists on rapid-fire goals, and I'm just saying I was right.
Okay, there's +1 for you. You're on a roll.
And ironically enough, then it also came after we had a conversation about them being tied in total points about which one we'd pick, and then all of a sudden there's a flurry by the two of them.
All right. Here's the draw. It is Morrill and Nutter. Check that is Freeman and Ward. I was close.
I mean, that's the other thing about the game. On top of the points, obviously, the two of them have tallied. They've been very dominant at the draws as well.
Freeman. Macy taking a trip to the right. Drops it back now for Turner. Turner. Water bugs her way through over to Hendrickson. Hendrickson back to the top to Turner.
Nice check.
Yeah, Ward with a good check there on Turner. Ball loose, and we got a whistle just as Logan was ready to scoop it up. It goes to Winslow Lawrence.
There's Ward. She's got jets.
Zoe Ward, we know she can outrun everybody. Slowed up there by Hendrickson. Good job by Hendrickson, and it's into the stick now of Haley Johnson. Johnson up the right. Johnson knocked away by Ward. Right on the sidelines. Ward comes away with it. Ward. Ran right into a defender there. Excellent job. She ran right into Freeman, but Freeman, while taking the punishment, slowed her down, that's for sure.
Yeah, the ref, I think, argued charge there, basically, so it was a play on. Yeah, you even got the signal right there on the replay, brought to you by Mid-State Machine. A charge sign, basically.
Nutter. 4 minutes left in the third. It's 13-4 Cony. Nutter. Right side. Nutter angles in. Now takes it out back.
Saw a little bit better there. She had a cutter that was...
Tries a crazy angle shot, and did that go in?
You have got to be... I was looking down, so I'm going to watch the
Holy boy, did that go in? That was almost like the goal last night that the Panthers scored to beat the Bruins from that crazy angle. It is a goal.
Nutter dunks it. How about that? Turns the corner and goes high above Maxim. I was looking down at my roster.
13-5. You can't do that.
No, you cannot. Nutter got a hat trick too. That was her hattie.
That was a beautiful goal by Kaylee Nutter. How she found a space big enough there to get that ball in the back of the net is beyond me, but she did.
I was going to say she had a Churchill cut, which I thought was a good cut. Cony picked it up. Now, wait, all of a sudden, fast break.
Here's Ward. Freeman back outside to Paige Logan. Now over to Freeman. Macy looking it over. Now makes a move. Freeman in front. Shoots. Scores.
And that's the thing. It doesn't feel like Mike Freeman, she could do that whenever she wants.
I believe you are correct.
That's her hattie.
The public address announcer having fun announcing Macy Freeman goals. Imagine that.
Yeah, but she's too powerful. You see, I think senior experience and senior just strength, right? This is what we talk about. Difference between freshmen, sophomores, and junior seniors is they've just been in the program and they've built their bodies for the game.
She is just the right amount of aggressive when she needs to be and all of the leadership skills that go with that. She just is in control no matter what sport she plays.
Yeah, the term gets thrown around a lot, I think, in other sports, but she is the quarterback of the Cony offense.
No question. Here's Churchill. Surrounded by white and red, and that white and red steals it.
That's Freeman.
Imagine that.
Also, the timing, I think, is indicative of a senior of her goal, right, Mike? Nutter gets another one, and Freeman says, okay, I'm going to go get that one back.
Monson down the left. Casey Monson has an opening, takes it right to the net, decides not to. She veered off course there right at the end, laid it over for Gagliola. Now to the cutter in front to Turner, didn't connect. Picked back up, though, outside by Dutill. Dutill back out to Lehman. Lehman bounced out of the stick, picked up by Nutter.
That's a nice play by Nutter. Nutter's having a good late second into second half.
Sure is. As we come down to 2 minutes left in the third, it is 14-5 Cony.
Nice defense. Good ride.
Rams will take it. Dutil. Kate Dutil. Back to Logan, not a good pass.
Yeah, threw it at the body. Got to throw it at the corners, they say. Top right, top left, bottom right, bottom left.
On the restart, Lawrence Winslow with the ball. Back to Grenier.
Where's Ward? I'd find her. I don't actually think she's on the field at the moment.
Levesque, I'm looking. Not seeing her either. You want her to be the one to lug that ball upfield.
And there Freeman draws the whistle and forces a turnover, and then we get I think there's going to be a disagreement here among refs. And actually, this near ref walking out, I think, pulled the card from her pocket.
So let's see how this conversation goes. Yeah, you're right. Ward is on the sidelines right now.
I mean, those Jets got to reset at some point.
Sure.
Nice job by Freeman. Just stood there, checked the ball loose. The whistle from the far side ref who was closest. And I'm sorry, I was listening to the refs.
Yeah, so was I.
Yeah, so it's Cony ball, and Freeman caused that turnover.
Yep. All right, back to Morrill. Abby, midfield. Morrill weaving. Morrill right down the middle. Morrill takes it in, now turned back.
Only a quadruple team finally stops her, and in fact, I think there's a whistle. There is. I think she juked about half the team.
She did, and Abby's going to be rewarded by having a shot at it from 10 yards out against Waverly O'Toole, the Lawrence Winslow goaltender. Morrill ready to go one-on-one. Takes it in and lobs it in the corner, and it's 15-5.
That is goal number 5 for her, so those keep a track at home. Morrill's now got 8 total points, 5 goals, 3 assists. Freeman's got 7 total points, 3 goals, 4 assists.
And the lead is 10 for the first time in the game, 15-5.
Lawrence Winslow, I think, has shown they have some talent. I think you just comfort for the game, right? You talk about a combo team and needing to build a culture. It was one of the things you said specifically, Mike, in the pregame. And I think you see that they just need confidence and comfort with the game.
Yeah, and there's only a couple of players on their team who have those two particular traits right now, whereas Cony has many, many more. Here's Hendrickson. Hendrickson knocked out of the stick.
A little bit of contact refs might have missed there. It's Henderson, I think, took that more off the check on the arm.
Johnson's pass, and that's the end of the quarter. Score after 3. Cony Rams 15, Lawrence Winslow 5. You're watching and listening to Girls High School Lacrosse on The Score.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com where printing's personal, not puzzling.
Manchester Motors is your official Coyote tractor dealer. If you work the land, you just got to be a jack of all trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else. Find your Coyote tractor at Manchester Motors, 1031 Western Avenue, Manchester.
At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. Maybe your existing system is failing or it's a new house lot. You need new installation. Call PJ Diggs. They can bring their site evaluator to design the right septic system. Headed to camp? Ditch the outhouse for a newly installed system. How about a septic system for your campsite? Imagine your own private campground. Already have a septic design? PJ Diggs can install it for you. Call 431-4299. That's 431-4299. At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. 131 Hinkley Road, Canaan.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
Dixon's Country Market on the Neck Road, Benton has it all. Sunoco gas and 24-hour diesel, plus a jam-packed store with what you need to grab and go. And so much succulent food. Huge sandwiches, delicious wraps, and hand-tossed fresh dough-loaded pizza. They have drinks, snacks, fresh meat and cheese in their deli counter, plus local Lively's products that won't cost you a lot of money. And remember those whoopie pies? Delightful, delicious Dixon's Country Market in Benton, supporting local high school sports.
Mike Violet, AJ Knights, back here live at Fuller Field in Augusta, which has been our home away from home here the last few days. Also our home away from home is Morton Field in Augusta too, which will be at Monday for EL at Cony Baseball. We roll to the third here. Cony rolling, leading 15-5, fourth, excuse me.
I think the Winslow-Lawrence combo team, the Winslow-Lawrence Outlaws, have shown flashes. I think it's just you've seen, I think, the difference in having lone senior or not, but the experienced players, and specifically Morrill and Freeman, who at any given moment I think are able to just flick on these bursts that just push them further away. Like Winslow-Lawrence has had these stretches where it's like, oh, okay, they're chipping away, they're established the possession, and then Morrill and Freeman combine, and they said, no, get away. And they push the lead out further.
Yeah, and they've pushed it now to as big as it's been, 10 goals, 15-5. We start the fourth, right off the draw, Dutill. Kate Dutill. Drifts over to the middle. Coney catches up.
Nice pass.
Right in front of the net. Boy, you can't get much closer to the net, and the shot there by Johnson, stopped by O'Toole. Haley Johnson, on the doorstep.
That was a great play there by O'Toole, because that you're just kind of guessing and hoping and praying sometimes, because at that point the shooter has the advantage that close.
I'd say so. Here's Johnson. Huge advantage. Johnson passes it off. Goes to the middle to Dutill. Now to Macy Freeman. Macy playing quarterback from the sidelines over there. Now has an opening. Freeman changes hands, goes low, scores. An improvisational workshop put on there by Macy Freeman.
How about that backhand? That one. Whoo!
16-5, which gets us to running time.
That is her fourth goal.
Yes.
And that ties her and Morrill back up. Now the tally is eight points,
All
eight
right,
total
so
points.
Both have shots at double-figure points.
Yes.
That is not out of the realm of possibility. Coming down to 10 minutes left, 16-5. The all-important ball placement. Up in the air she goes. Nutter comes away with it. Kaylee's had a couple of really highlight reel goals, too.
And Nutter's had a really good, it really started at the end of the first half, but basically second half of this game, she's had a couple nice goals, nice defensive possessions as well.
She got a good pick there. She's being chased by Hendrickson.
There you hear shouts, I think, from the Outlaws coaching staff. Someone cut. Again, in those unsettled situations, you don't have to set the offense for somebody to move.
Right.
Be moving.
They stopped here for something.
There was a whistle on the backside, but I'm not sure what for. Offsides, I think, on Cony. Long explanation here, but I think it's offsides because I think you're supposed to have 3 players back and 1 in the midfield. And 1 obviously just ran back for Cony.
All right, Nutter has the ball out back.
Not a clear path. Here's Munson standing on the goal line, but a lot of space.
All right, ball in the middle. Wentworth had it knocked out of her stick. It's picked up, though, by Ward. So Ward back in the game after a rest. Here's Churchill. Churchill spins in. Denied. Good defense there by Turner. Churchill has to start it again. Churchill goes in, finds a little opening, tried a ground ball on the backhand. It never got through that maze of players. Rolling it up and picking it up is Danielle Wilson. So Lawrence Winslow stays on the attack. Wilson. Over on the near side, Churchill. Whitney Churchill. Now Nutter goes to the net. Well, they keep on running a weave, but nobody is open. So Churchill now is going to try it herself. Right there in front, got angled off, and the shot ended up going wide. That would have been an impossible angle to score from.
Yeah, on top of that is she's contact on her hand, lets her not extend her off arm to fully follow through, basically.
Scrum forward here. Cony Turner able to come up with it. Raya Turner. Turner, good lob pass ahead for Lehman. Picked off, though. Lawrence Winslow steals. Here is Ward. Check that. Here is Nutter. And Nutter ends up on the deck.
That's Freeman again.
Macy Freeman.
And that time Freeman gets the blocking call.
Yep.
I can tell you that not again. That's the lone Cony senior, and she's not going to be displaced easily.
Yeah, and she also knows what she's doing out there too. Here's Dutil.
Oh, you got Johnson and they got 3. They got 3 players up in front of the pack.
Yep, Caxiola's up there too. Johnson's up there. No pass. Outside, it's Dutil.
Part of that may be the scoreboard.
Yeah.
To give her to not.
Yeah, maybe they told her to.
Yeah,
told them to take your feet off the pedal, so to speak.
A little bit, yes. Yeah, as we start to see some numbers here.
Turner lobs it. It's batted away, loose, and the Winslow defender there didn't know where the ball was. That was Cleve. She was looking around for it. It was on the ground. Pass now, Axiola. Finds open space. Pass trying to get it to the wing to Dutil, and this is going to stay with Cony. She tries it again, tries to go inside to Lehman. Lehman had it boxed away, and it's picked up by O'Toole. O'Toole, the clear out. That's Ward down the far side. Ward, it rolled up to Wilson. Danielle Wilson. 6:20 left. Wilson over to Churchill.
Nice
Churchill's pass is knocked away there. Excellent defense by Kennedy Fry. Taken back, though, by Churchill. Churchill angles toward the net. Churchill tries a shot. It's wide, but at least she tried it. That's something that Lawrence Winslow hadn't been doing.
Yeah, I'll live with the aggression. If she did have Sam, who's just recently checked the game, all by herself, especially after Freeman came on that slide. But I will, you will live with that aggressiveness. Right. Just do. Don't think, do.
Hendrickson. Whoops, fanned on the pass. Winslow able to come away with it. Nutter had it briefly. Taken back, though, by Lehman. And on the restart, it's Winslow. Lawrence. Here's Nutter. Kaylee Nutter. Backing it out. Kaylee Nutter. Takes it down. Knocked out of her stick by Lehman. Lead pass. Here comes Dutil.
Numbers here.
4 on 3. Pass to Johnson. Johnson. Up there with Gaxiola. Johnson to the middle. Johnson with 5 minutes left. Johnson circles the pack. We've got a stoppage here.
Yeah, they're going to get a push. That was, I think, it was all fine and dandy until there was a push there from Wentworth. Pushed her hip.
Starting to sprinkle a little bit, and of course, as soon as it does, they take a timeout. So we can soak it. At 4:47 left in this one, the score, Cony 16, Lawrence Winslow 5. You're watching and listening to Girls High School Lacrosse on the Score.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257, 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight.
Yes, we're back.
Yeah,
I moved. Nobody knows it, but I'm inside undercover now. Are you okay over there?
Yes, I was. Somebody was asking me a question about the camera.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right, out of the timeout. 4:47 left. Cony in complete control. They lead here 16-5.
Weatherman wrong again.
I know. That is just impossible to believe.
I know. And that timeout, like, I appreciate the pointing out of the timeout because, yes, it was the most ill-timed timeout ever.
Right. Just as it started to sprinkle steadily, they go to a timeout. All right, out of the timeout, it is Johnson on the restart for Cony to Dutil. To the net and wide of O'Toole.
Good backup there from Cony. Yes, so that's where the stoppage of play reminder was Johnson drew the whistle.
All right, in a hurry to get it started. Cony gets it out to Freeman. Freeman to the cutter, the turn, and a nice turnaround shot by Dutil. That was a good play by Cony, but it was wide.
Worth noting is I think Morrill has sat Freeman kind of out there, I think basically just kind of running point. But worth noting, in our player of the game battle, they both have 8 points, Morrill and Freeman.
Right. We I don't know. We might have a split ballot here.
That's tough. It may be. We've had co-players of the game before.
Right. I'd have to go to the car and get another bag of swag, which is doable. Don't get me wrong. It's doable.
But in the rain. I'm just kidding.
I'll make the ultimate sacrifice, I promise. All right, Johnson has it roll back, and in the game now is Harper Lawrence for Cony. She's wearing 16, but there's Freeman with it. Freeman at the point, running the show. Freeman back to Lehman. Ellie Lehman goes wide. Loose ball. Lawrence Winslow trying to scoop it up. Olivia Cleaves back there playing defense. Scooped over to Grenier. Riley Grenier up the left. Relieves a little bit of the pressure. Coming down to 3 minutes to go in this one. That's knocked out. Restart here for Cony. On the fly for the Rams, Lehman. Lehman goes in and missed the net.
That was a great spin move.
Yes.
She hit the brakes and spun right back. It was wide open, but just was wide on the shot.
I think to her amazement, she was so wide open, she missed everything.
That was a great use of the stop and spin.
Cony ball out back. It's Adeline Gaxiola.
Some substitutions here for Cony, who's obviously they've worked in some of the JV players. Freeman's out, and now Morrill has come back in.
Lehman to the middle, turned back.
It's a legal little cross-check push.
Yeah. All right, they'll restart it. About 15 yards out. Lehman goes back out now for Harper Lawrence. Lawrence turned back. Good defense by Ward. Now to Hendrickson. Hendrickson going to the net there, and the ball knocked away from her. It's all the way out the back. Scooped up, though, by Sadie Wentworth. 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, whistle against Cony. I'm incorrect. I thought they pointed Cony's way, so it's going to stay here.
Stays with Cony. On the near side now for the Rams, it's Kiara Mariner. Mariner back to Lehman. Lehman goes in. Lehman shoots, and
that was saved, but I think they got a whistle before that. Lehman got some nice stick moves there.
That was really nice.
Nice face dodge, gets yourself wide open, and despite that, this is going to be even more wide open.
Yep. She's going to get a penalty shot here from 10 yards out. Ellie Lehman with 1:20 to go, waiting for the signal. Whistle to the net. Score! Ellie Lehman on the board.
Yeah, and that's nice to see her get one because she's had some nice moves. She missed wide there. She gets the whistle, and it ultimately was a save, gets a redo at it. But Lehman, a freshman, got some nice moves.
Yeah, that was really nice. But she's had a couple prior to that, non-penalty shot situations. And so with 45 seconds left, running clock, 17-5, largest lead of the game here for Cony. All right, off the draw, scooped up by Nutter. Trying to go back to Ward. Ward can't get possession of it. Excellent hustle there by Lehman. Now Ward with it. Zoe Ward to the middle. Ward goes in. She got popped right in the head, and down she goes.
Yeah, it looked like after being a monster in transition, just trying to get into offensive zone, she catches a even on replay, it's still not fun to watch.
Yeah, she's up, though.
Well, I think as much as anything, it just surprised her. Feel for it, because I think she's going to have a good opportunity to finally put one in.
Right. For all the hard work she's done today in getting balls up the field, she's had nothing to show for it. So Ward with a penalty shot here from 10 yards out. And Abby Leager is in goal for Maxim here in the second half, something I just picked up. Apologies, there hasn't been much action around the Cony net. So she's going to get tested. And that's in. So Ward gets a goal. So Ward makes it 17-6, and that'll run the clock out. And that's it. An easy win for the Cony Rams this morning. Final score in girls lacrosse, Cony 17, Lawrence Waterville 6. We'll come back after tallying up the goal scoring and point scoring numbers and pick a player/players of the game. We'll do that right after this on The Score.
We have created our own drink company. The fastest growing sports drink in history.
We will run! We will run! Ladies and gentlemen, the monkey is prime!
This season, we are hydrated. The official sports drink of the UFC. It's time!
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Distributed by Valley Beverage of Lewiston.
I came for a visit, and I just fell in love with it.
They just want to see you be you and just excel.
There's a lot of opportunities here.
It really gives me time to figure out what I want to do with my life.
It's a good stepping stone to get to where you want to be.
The tuition is definitely part of what brought me here.
You know, credits transfer, that's huge, especially for a community college when you're trying to figure out what you want.
CM's the best place. Honestly, it's the best place. You got to be here to experience it.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Spring is the season of rejuvenation and the perfect time to revitalize your home with Renewal by Andersen. Our spring savings event is only once a year. Call Renewal by Andersen to schedule your free window diagnosis and take advantage of this incredible limited time offer. We've installed over 4 million windows, earning us 4.7 stars in customer satisfaction. Call the number below or visit us online today. And remember, call now because these great savings end soon.
The better way to a better window. Renewal by Andersen.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Midstate Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Midstate Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, our score crew back here live at Fuller Field in Augusta. We have a split ballot. We have a dead heat, a photo finish, and the judges have called a flat-footed tie in the battle for our score player of the game between Macy Freeman and Abby Morrill. We have gotten the score abacus out and tallied up the points, and they each have scored 8 on the day.
Yeah, 8 total points, right? So the final tallies, Freeman, whose highlights you're watching now, those watching the stream brought to you by Midstate Machine, she finished dead even, right? 4 goals, 4 assists. And then Morrill, whose highlights we'll get to here in a second, she finished with 5 goals, 3 assists, but they ended up with 8 points each, 9 combined goals and 7 combined assists in a 17-goal day for the Rams in totality. In totality, that's for sure. There was a lot of in totality today for the Cony Rams. They led 6-0 at the end of 1, 10-3 at halftime, 15-5 at the end of 3, and they roll to a 17-6 win. So congrats to Macy Freeman and Abby Morrill. They are our score co-players of the game. They each get a score player of the game bag of swag. The bag from Central Maine Community College, filled with sparkling ice and prime beverage from Valley Beverage of Lewiston, the score player of the game keychain, and a score t-shirt. I'm glad you distinguished that, Mike, because I was going to specifically point out that they do not have to split one swag bag. We will each get them their own swag bag. No. This is just like the Academy Awards when all of the big stars get the swag bags. They each get their own. Yeah. Same here for us as well. So congrats to Macy Freeman, Abby Morrill, our co-score players of the game. That's going to do it for us here today from Fuller Field in Augusta. For Kaylin Lakey, for Ashley Dunn, for AJ Knight, I'm Mike Violet saying so long. From Fuller Field in Augusta, final score, girls lacrosse today, the Cony Rams 17 and Lawrence Winslow 6.
You've been listening to another high school sports presentation on The Score, supported by these great local sponsors: Central Maine Community College, Central Maine Motors Auto Group, Hammond Lumber Company, Midstate Machine, Whittemore & Sons, Somerset Stone and Stove, 201 Tire Battery and Service, PJ Diggs, Renewal by Andersen, Assistance Plus, Valley Beverage, Maine Preventative Maintenance, The Harry J. Smith Company, SBS Carbon Copy, JDH3 Design, Dixon's Country Market, and by Casella Waste. Stay tuned for a lot more live video and audio of high school baseball, softball, and girls and boys high school lacrosse. All available at centralmainsports.com, 1160thescore.com, and our YouTube channel at Central Maine Sports. Please go and subscribe. You found the place for local sports. Sports Radio 1160, The Score.